video. In this video, we are going to continue practicing SQL queries to get more familiar with SQL. And like I said before, practice makes a man perfect. So you must practice SQL queries to master SQL. Let us begin with our first problem with this video. But before starting with the problem, let us look at the structure of the table that we are going to use to solve the questions in this video. The table that we will use is the station table. We can see the table description. In the station table, there are 5 columns present along with their data types. These columns are ID, city, state, lat.n, and long W. Here lat.n refers to northern latitude and long W refers to western longitude. Now look at the first problem. The problem statement is query the greatest value of the northern latitudes lat.n from a station that is less than 137.2345. Truncate your answer to 4 decimal places. In this question, we will use the truncate function. Now let us understand more about the truncate function. So, truncate function is used to truncate a number to a specified number of decimal places. It means that it keeps only the specified number of decimal places and removes the other decimal points. The syntax of the truncate function is truncate n, d. The truncate function returns n truncated to d decimal places. If you skip d, then n is truncated to 0 decimal places. If d is a negative number, the function truncates the number n to d digits left to the decimal point. The truncate function is supported by MySQL. However, MySQL requires both n and d arguments. In the question, we have to query for the largest value of the northern latitude, which is less than 137.2345. For the greatest value, we will use the max function. And as we want the result for the northern latitude less than 137.2345, we will define the filter condition in the query using the where clause. As we want to truncate our answer to 4 decimal points, in the first line we will write select truncate max lat.n, 4. We are using the station table, so in the next line we will write from station. We want our result for those values which have a northern latitude less than 137.2345. In the next line, we will define the filter condition by writing where lat.n less than 137.2345. We can solve this problem by using the query select truncate max lat.n, 4 from lat.n where lat.n less than 137.2345. So our SQL query is now ready. We will check whether this query is correct or not. So let us submit the code. And we can see the success message on the compiler. It means that we have solved our problem correctly. Let us move on to the next question. The problem statement is query the smallest northern latitude lat.n from station that is greater than 38.7780. Round your answer to 4 decimal places. Now this question is very similar to the previous one. We have to extract the smallest value of northern latitude from the values having northern latitude greater than 38.7780. In this problem, we will use the round function to round our answer to 4 decimal places. I hope that you all know the round function, but for those who are not aware of the round function, I will explain the round function in detail. The syntax of the round function is round x, d. Now there are 2 parameters of the round function, x and d. The first parameter x is the number that is to be rounded, and the second parameter d is the number of decimal places up to which the given number is to be rounded. To extract the smallest value, we will use the min function. As we have to round our answer to 4 decimal places, we will write select round min, lat n, comma 4 in the first line. We are using the station table, so in the second line we will write from station. We want our result for those values which have a northern latitude greater than 38.7780. Hence, we will define the filter condition by using the where clause. In the last line, we write where lat n greater than 38.7780. So this question can be solved using the query select round min lat n, comma 4 from station where lat n greater than 38.7780. Well, our SQL query is now ready. Let us verify if this query is correct or not. Let us submit the code. The compiler message says success. It means that our query is absolutely correct. So let us move to the last question of this video. The problem statement is query the western longitude long W for the largest northern latitude lat n in station that is less than 137.2345. Round your answer to 4 decimal places. I will give you a hint for this problem and tell you to pause the video and try to solve it on your own. So the hint is, we can solve this question by using the order by clause and limit clause. So I hope many of you were able to solve this problem. But for those who were not able to solve this problem, I will explain the problem in detail. Let us first understand more about the order by clause and the limit clause. So this order by clause is basically used for ordering. We can sort our result in the ascending order or descending order with the help of this order by clause. The order by clause sorts the records in the ascending order by default. But to sort the records by descending order, we use the DESC keyword. Limit clause is used when we want to see a limited number of records. It only shows the specified number of records. The limit clause sets an upper limit on the display of records. For example, limit 5 will only display the first 5 records. We want to query for western longitude and round our answer to the 4 decimal places. So we will write select round long W, comma 4. As we are using the station table, we will write from station in the second line. We want the largest northern latitude for those values which have a northern latitude less than 137.2345. In the next line, we will define a filter condition by writing where lat n less than 137.2345 followed by the order by clause. After the filter condition, we will sort the result by descending values of the northern latitude. This can be done by using order by lat n DESC. Here the DESC keyword shows that we have sorted the result in the descending order. As we want only the first value, we will write limit 1 in the last line. So this question can be solved by using the query select round long W, comma 4 from station where lat n less than 137.2345 order by lat n DESC limit 1. So our query is now ready. Let us check whether the query is correct or not. I have submitted the code and we can see the success message on the compiler. It means that our query is absolutely correct. Let us practice one more question. The problem statement is query the western longitude long W where the smallest northern latitude lat n in station is greater than 38.7780. Round your answer to 4 decimal places. You can clearly see that this is the same problem as the previous problem. The only difference is in the filter condition. In the previous question, we applied filter condition where lat n is less than 137.2345 and sorted the result by descending order of lat n. But in this question, we have to apply the filter condition where lat n is greater than 38.7780 and to sort the result by ascending order of lat n. This problem can be solved by using the query select round long W, comma 4 from station where lat n greater than 38.7780, order by lat n limit 1. Our SQL query is now ready. Let us submit the code and check whether it is correct or not. So I have submitted the query and you can see success message on the compiler. It means that our query is absolutely correct. Finally, we have solved our last problem with this video. In the last two questions, we have displayed the values from the western longitude column by applying the filter on the northern latitude column. In this video, we have solved the 4 problems and we learned about the truncate function, the round function, the order by clause, and the limit clause. We will meet soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe and keep learning.